Training your dog is one of the most rewarding experiences you can have as a pet owner. Not only does it foster a stronger bond between you and your canine companion, but it also leads to a happier, healthier life for your dog. Among the most common challenges dog owners face is excessive barking. While barking is a natural form of communication for dogs, uncontrolled barking can become a nuisance, both for you and for your neighbors. Understanding the reasons behind barking and learning how to train your dog effectively is essential for a harmonious household. In this comprehensive guide, we'll explore the principles of dog training, delve into the causes of barking, and provide actionable strategies to help you control and reduce unwanted barking behaviors. To begin, it's important to recognize that every dog is unique. Breed, age, temperament, and background all play a role in how your dog learns and communicates. However, the fundamental principles of dog training remain consistent across all dogs. Training is most successful when it is rooted in patience, consistency, and positive reinforcement. Dogs thrive on routine and clarity when they understand what is expected of them and are rewarded for good behavior. They are more likely to repeat those behaviors in the future. Let's start with the basics of effective dog training. The foundation of any training program is establishing clear communication with your dog. Dogs do not understand human language in the same way we do, but they are highly attuned to our body language, tone of voice, and the consistency of our actions. When teaching your dog a new command or behavior, use simple, consistent cues. For example, if you want your dog to sit, always use the same word, such as sit, and the same hand gesture each time. This helps your dog associate the command with the desired action. Positive reinforcement is the most effective training method. This means rewarding your dog when they exhibit the behavior you want. Rewards can be treats, praise, toys, or anything else your dog finds motivating. Timing is crucial. Offer the reward immediately after your dog performs the correct behavior, so they make a clear connection between the action and the reward. Over time, your dog will learn that following your cues leads to positive outcomes. Now let's address one of the most persistent issues faced by dog owners: barking. Barking serves many purposes for dogs. It can signal excitement, fear, alertness, boredom, or a desire for attention. To effectively control barking, it's essential to first understand why your dog is barking. Is it because they're anxious when left alone? Are they reacting to noises outside? Do they bark to get your attention or to alert you to something they perceive as a threat? Identifying the root cause will help you tailor your training approach. If your dog barks when left alone, they may be experiencing separation anxiety. Dogs are social animals and can become distressed when their owners leave. Signs of separation anxiety include excessive barking, destructive behavior, and attempts to escape. To address this, start by gradually increasing the amount of time your dog spends alone. Leave for short periods and reward your dog for calm behavior upon your return. Avoid making a big fuss when you leave or return, as this can heighten your dog's anxiety. Providing engaging toys or puzzle feeders can also help keep your dog occupied and reduce barking due to boredom. If your dog barks at noises outside, such as passing cars or people, they may be acting out of territorial instinct or alertness. In this case, teaching a quiet command can be very effective. When your dog starts barking, allow them to bark a few times, then calmly say, "Quiet," in a firm but gentle voice. As soon as your dog stops barking, even for a moment, reward them with a treat or praise. Repeat this process consistently. Over time, your dog will learn that being quiet when asked results in positive reinforcement. Another common trigger for barking is attention-seeking behavior. Dogs quickly learn that barking gets your attention, even if it's negative attention. If your dog barks to get you to play, feed them, or let them outside, it's important not to reinforce this behavior. Instead, Wait for a moment of silence before responding to your dog's needs. For example, if your dog barks to go outside, wait until they are quiet, then open the door. This teaches your dog that calm behavior, not barking, is the way to get what they want. Some dogs bark out of boredom or excess energy. Regular exercise and mental stimulation are key to reducing this type of barking. Make sure your dog gets plenty of physical activity appropriate for their age and breed. Interactive toys, training sessions, and games like fetch or hide and seek can help burn off energy and keep your dog engaged. It's also important to avoid inadvertently encouraging barking. Yelling at your dog to stop barking can actually reinforce the behavior, as your dog may interpret your raised voice as joining in on the excitement. Instead, remain calm and composed. Use clear, consistent commands and reward quiet behavior. In addition to these strategies, there are several training techniques you can use to help control barking. One effective method is desensitization. This involves gradually exposing your dog to the stimuli that trigger their barking in a controlled and positive way. For example, if your dog barks at the sound of the doorbell, you can practice ringing the doorbell at a low volume and rewarding your dog for remaining calm. Gradually increase the volume and duration, always rewarding calm behavior. Over time, your dog will learn that the doorbell is not something to get excited or anxious about. Another useful technique is the speak and quiet command pairing. First, teach your dog to bark on command by saying speak and rewarding them when they bark. Once your dog reliably barks on cue, teach the quiet command by asking your dog to bark, then saying quiet and rewarding them when they stop. This gives you greater control over your dog's vocalizations and helps them understand when barking is appropriate. Consistency is key in all aspects of training. Make sure everyone in your household is on the same page and uses the same commands and rules. Mixed messages can confuse your dog and make training less effective. Set clear boundaries and stick to them. Patience is equally important. Changing behavior takes time, especially if your dog has been barking excessively for a long period. Celebrate small victories and remain patient throughout the process. Remember, training should always be a positive experience for both you and your dog. In some cases, excessive barking may be a sign of an underlying medical issue. If your dog's barking is sudden, persistent, or accompanied by other changes in behavior or health, consult your veterinarian to rule out any medical causes. Let's take a closer look at some practical exercises you can incorporate into your daily routine to help control barking and reinforce good behavior. Start with basic obedience training. Teaching your dog commands like sit, stay, come, and leave it establishes a foundation of respect and communication. Practice these commands in different environments and with varying levels of distraction. The more your dog learns to focus on you, the easier it will be to redirect their attention when they start to bark. Incorporate impulse control exercises. Dogs that bark excessively often struggle with impulse control. Practice having your dog wait for things they want, such as food, toys, or going outside. Ask your dog to sit and wait calmly before receiving their reward. This helps your dog learn patience and self-control. Use enrichment activities to keep your dog mentally stimulated. Puzzle toys, treat dispensing balls, and scent games engage your dog's mind and can help reduce boredom-related barking. Rotate toys regularly to keep things interesting. Socialization is also an important aspect of training. Expose your dog to a variety of people, animals, and environments in a controlled and positive way. Well-socialized dogs are generally more confident and less likely to bark out of fear or anxiety. If you're struggling to control your dog's barking despite your best efforts, consider seeking the help of a professional dog trainer or behaviorist. An experienced trainer can assess your dog's behavior, identify triggers, and develop a customized training plan tailored to your dog's needs. There are also tools and products available that can assist with training, such as head halters, no-pull harnesses, and calming aids. However, These should always be used in conjunction with positive training methods and never as a substitute for proper training. It's important to remember that barking is a natural behavior for dogs. The goal is not to eliminate barking entirely, but to manage it so that it does not become excessive or disruptive. Allow your dog to express themselves appropriately and reward them for quiet, calm behavior. Establishing a daily routine can also help reduce barking. Dogs feel more secure when they know what to expect. Set regular times for meals, walks, play, and rest. A predictable routine can help reduce anxiety and the likelihood of attention-seeking barking. Be mindful of your own behavior and energy. Dogs are highly sensitive to our emotions and can pick up on stress, frustration, or excitement. Practice calm, assertive leadership and model the behavior you want to see in your dog. Training your dog and controlling barking is an ongoing process. It requires commitment, consistency, and a willingness to adapt your approach as needed. Celebrate your dog's progress, no matter how small, and continue to build on your successes. In summary, the ultimate guide to training your dog and controlling barking begins with understanding your dog's unique needs and motivations. Use positive reinforcement, clear communication, and consistent routines to teach your dog appropriate behaviors. Address the root causes of barking, whether it's anxiety, boredom, attention-seeking, or alertness. Incorporate obedience training, impulse control exercises, and enrichment activities into your daily routine. Seek professional help if needed, and remember that patience and persistence are key. By investing time and effort into training, you'll not only reduce unwanted barking, but also strengthen the bond between you and your dog. A well-trained dog is a joy to live with, calm, confident, and a beloved member of the family. With the right approach, you can create a peaceful, happy home for both you and your canine companion.